Good afternoon, everybody. I'm your host, Crystal, and this is another edition of the 9 O'Clock Meltdown podcast. And over Facebook, once again, I have the incredible punk band, the Crow Wings. And for the first time ever, I have the complete lineup. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, hello, good to see you.
Awesome. Yes, once again, I have Kat Jackson, lead singer, and a bit of a mastermind behind the Crow Wings. And then I've got his great pal, Rusty, still on bass, I take it. I see you dyed your hair and your beard both red. It looks fabulous. When I opened up the video, Kat was completely shirtless and has all of his ink going, and I was like, oh man, what did I just walk into? Band practice.
It's kind of funny because we were right in the middle of practice, and I knew, we had to cut at some point, and then you came up on our screen, and Rusty was like, hey, isn't that the interview girl? And I was like, oh, shit. Oh, yes. And so, that's why you caught us like this. Sorry about the no shirt thing.
It's fine. I don't care. Now I just get to see your really nice ink and stuff like that. So, all right, wonderful. And then also in the lineup, I've got Shane and Todd. Hello, sirs.
Hello.
All right, fabulous. I think, yes, this is actually the first time I have had all of the Crow Wings in one room. Absolutely. This is awesome.
And this is actually the new reformation of the Crow Wings.
All right, excellent. Yes, you had said that you guys kind of have a new sound going on. I know you guys have a manager now. You guys just put out another album just when you thought 2020 was a dumpster fire and 2021 wasn't going to be much better. Here you guys come in with everything brand new. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, we have a new sound. What happened was, at some point with the first lineup of the band that we released our first album, people have things to do, people get married, and people's lives go on, and, not everyone is, as devoted to rock and roll as others. And so, at some point, it was just Rusty and I, and everyone sort of moved on, and we're great friends, and we still keep in touch and all that kind of stuff. But we had to make a decision, shall we start from scratch, or shall we keep going with the name that, we worked for, it was like 2 years putting the album out and stuff like that. So we decided, let's just keep the name and keep going. And for a while, we were just sitting on the couch, kind of contemplating what our next move was.
Yeah. There was a lot of days when it was, just that solo into or playing to a drum machine. And actually, it was a better part of an entire winter we did that. And just a lot of hard work and a lot of... I guess it's hard work. It's music. It's actually fun, but
yeah, it's fun work.
Absolutely,
yeah. But I mean, putting in the time and it's starting to show. It's we're bearing the fruits of our labors right now.
Yes, excellent.
An interesting thing happened to us when we were sitting around. The riots in Minneapolis happened, and that's my neighborhood where I grew up. I used to ride my bikes through there, and the Target right there at Ground Zero was getting looted. Wow. That's where I grew up and bought my first records and such. And so I had to go there and witness all this happening, just as a witness, a neutral witness. And so I grabbed Rusty, and we head down there, and what we saw was really a life-changing experience. It was just we came back out of that experience reflecting on, okay, man, let's really ask ourselves, what do we really want to do in our heart of hearts? And I'm naturally a punk rocker at heart, and I love loud and fast music. So I said, Rusty, let's just crank up the Marshalls, let's bring it back out, and let's start from scratch with let's be as loud as we can and as fast as we can and have as much fun as we can and see what happens. It was at that moment we started working with our little drum machine. I can't find it. It's around here somewhere. It's about that big. Well, this is what we're working with. I see that little guy.
Yeah. Oh,
For this little guy who's a lot better.
excellent.
We were jamming with that drum machine for so long, and we started making live stream videos.
Yes. Yeah.
To share live music with others, what we were doing. We figured, what the hell, why not? And an interesting thing happened when we were doing that.
I found him on Facebook, and I was like, you guys need a drummer. And they brought me in, and I hit stuff with sticks.
Yeah, nice. Was there any audition or anything like that for you, Todd? I mean...
No, not at all. I just asked them if I could come and play, and they were like, yeah, sure, come on down. I told them I didn't think they would be disappointed. I don't think they have been.
All right, wonderful. And how long ago was that? Because I know last we had spoken, Kat, it was just you and Rusty.
I don't know. You tell me.
Maybe it's been close to a year, has it? Yeah, almost.
Really?
That I've been around. 2 months.
I'm in a time warp, and so time means nothing to a guy like me. But so if they say it's about a year, wow, time's gone by super fast.
Yeah. Well, actually, yes, I think it has been about a year. Yeah. Yes, it has.
Where did the time go?
Yeah, no kidding. Well, on a personal note, thank God 2020 is over. So
absolutely. And so what happened was when Todd came and jammed the very first time, it was magic as far as music synergy goes. And from the first note, Crystal, it was like we had been playing music forever. It was like, whoa, and so we got really lucky. We got really fortunate, man. Well, this guy right here. See?
Wonderful.
Now, and it was magic.
Awesome, excellent. And now, Todd, you said you had found them on Facebook. Yes. Were you just tootling around? Was it a friend of a friend that had referred you? How did you find out about the Crow Wings?
I am a huge fan of just going around and looking at bands that are on Facebook, just like whoever is around. And I was just flipping through my videos, and these guys came out. I was like, oh, look at these two guys, man. Shit, man, wow. It was kind of, they were both rocking out and really getting it on, man. And I got really excited right away. I was like, I got to try these guys out. I got to go see what's going on over there.
But you waited a couple of videos, right?
Well, I called you guys a couple times.
Oh yeah, we neglected to get back to him because we're boneheads. We just don't pay attention to the business. So we neglected him for a little while, and eventually Rusty's like, "Hey man, did you see that guy in our message?
The weird guy.
The weird guy.
Playing drums." And I was like, "Well, let's get him down."
And I think his name is like Todd Munchies or something like that.
Todd Munchies? Okay. Yeah. It's a difficult name for Rusty and I to pronounce. But anyway, he came down and it was like, whoa, and it was great. And so then we just started making these live stream videos with Todd, getting ready to come out because of COVID, shut everything down like everybody else. Well, and that gave us an opportunity to just get ready to come out again.
Yeah, perfect. How has COVID been kind of treating you guys? I know last we had spoken, which was a year ago. It's hard to believe you guys were just kind of setting your foot into kind of the live stream area. How has that been going for you?
I'd like to say it's played a really bittersweet part. It's given us time to get songwriting done. It's given us time to get real tight and in time, making sure we have plenty of time for practice. The bitter part of it is lack of live shows. I mean, obviously, there's no real events really to speak of. We had a couple last year, but they're just very minute, and but this has really given us time to get stuff worked out and really start stuff off on the right foot and get prepared for when we can have live shows again.
Great. Shane, hello. You're kind of in the background there a little bit. How did you find these guys? Are you a friend of Todd's? How did you come about?
Kat and I, about 3 years ago, we were introduced to another friend online. They were sharing music, John. And so then, hey, I said, we have this project, and some connections and some festivals coming up. Would you like to be a part of it? And it worked out, and we had a good time. And then we just kind of kept in touch and tried other projects and stuff. And
so Shane is, I don't know if you've mentioned this, but Shane is from North Dakota.
Okay.
And so
Grand Forks,
North Dakota. And so that was kind of cool for me to do some traveling and do some shows with them. And that was a few years ago, wasn't it? And then we just kept in touch because, we had developed a friendship and, and we did a great show. Well, he put together this band called Another One Night Stand, which was an 80s glam hair metal cover band.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
It was just for fun, right?
Yeah.
And we went and opened up for Hairball in front of 10,000 people, and that was a real gas.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had some great memories of jamming together, and I said, recently I gave him a call, and I said, hey, Shane, we got something really special happening here. We released our second album. We're getting airplay in the UK. We're getting airplay in Minnesota as well, Rockin' 101 in St. Cloud. And so we have some cool things going on. Why don't you come down and jam with us and feel it out? And, because I think it'd be a good time, and we'll see what happens, You've caught us in an interesting time because Shane, this is his first jam session with us on guitar.
All right. Excellent.
We've been for years, and it's going really great. So keep our fingers crossed that, we all join forces. But that's kind of where we're at the moment.
Yeah. Shane, I'm trying to picture you in, like, Twisted Sister glam rock stuff right now. I mean, right now you're in a black slick jacket, and I think you have Marilyn Monroe on your t-shirt. So, very fun. Shane, how did you get involved in the kind of glam rock? Was that just out of fun for something to do?
I grew up with all those bands, Def Leppard, Crew, and all that. And then, I was in a band full time when I was 17. I just went on the road with the guys who were, much older than I was. And, life happened, married, kids. You put them on the shelf for a while. So we came back and I enjoy it. I enjoy performing for people.
All right. Excellent. And now you're with the Crow Wings, an awesome set of guys. Definitely. Perfect. Guys, that's awesome that you've all kind of kept in touch and you've added a few members, swapped out the members. Where do you guys want to go next? I know you've been hitting the live shows quite a bit. You guys pop up on my feed. Seems once a week, if not more now. And you guys...
There's nothing better to do but to, annoy the internet with our punk rock. So, but we have fun with it, It's kind of interesting because we just booked 2 dates, one for February 6th and one for March 6th at the Terminal Bar in Minneapolis.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's an interesting time. On one hand, we're so close to sort of a threshold or where life can resume back to normal.
Right.
And on the other hand, we got a request from this bar that has been great to us. Hey, do you guys want to play? And I want to help them out if I can and practice social distancing. And there's a lot of people, who would love to come and see some live music. And so we're trying to help out the Terminal. We're trying to play some actual live shows for some of the fans that want to. That's their choice if they want to come and see a show at this time. And, that's where that's at. So we got 2 live shows coming up, and from there we'll see how it goes.
All right. Any thoughts about streaming that show as well?
It's going to be streamed. Everything we do, every move we make, and every breath we take seems to be streamed these days. It's kind of funny. We went from just sitting around to 100,000 views on Facebook, and that's cool, So that means, they can't be wrong. 100,000 can't be wrong, right? 100,000 of them.
Right. Let's talk about the album that you guys just dropped. Was that another kind of DIY project? Kat, I know in the past you've kind of taken on that role of mastering and recording. I'm assuming right in your studio right here that I'm looking at.
Where we're speaking is where we made the album.
Yeah, right here.
All right, perfect with your little pink drum set, I see.
That's not mine.
How that came about was the guy that we usually work with was unavailable, frankly.
Okay.
And so we either had a choice. We either waited a year and a half till his schedule was clear and he can come and produce the Crows, or we could just do it ourselves. I grew up on a lot of the punk bands that are classic punk bands, and there's something called DIY in the punk community called do it yourself. So that's what we did. We got the Mac and we set up some microphones and we ran through our sets and we recorded all the songs as best we could, and it's rough. It's everything you would expect from a scrappy little underground punk rock band, but the thing about it, it's got heart and it's fun. The whole album, there's only 10 tracks. It's fun. We kind of put the fun back into punk rock, and that's what I get out of it anyway, and that's what people have been telling me. So that's the good sign.
Yeah, perfect. Now, did you record that live, or did you kind of take it step by step? Like, we'll do the drum tracks this day, we'll do the backing vocals. How did that come together?
We recorded the raw tracks absolutely live, like we played down here, because we wanted the live energy. We didn't want to sit and do it very meticulously. Frankly, we don't know how, and that's a lot more buttons you'd have to push. So we just hit the record button, the big red one, and we basically spit it out, and it came out pretty good because people have really reacted to it, and it's getting airplay around the world. So it's kind of cool from our underground basement to around the world airplay. We're disturbing the neighborhoods all over the planet.
Yes, and that is thank you to the internet.
Absolutely.
As horrible as the internet can be these days, there are still really good things about it. Kat, I know as soon as that album dropped, you immediately sent it to me, and it's up on YouTube if people want to check it out. Any thoughts about putting that album up on iTunes or Amazon or anything like that?
Yeah, at some point we're going to get to that. But we want to have a chance for the true underground fans to buy. We're going to put this out on CD, cassette, and also vinyl copy.
Okay.
So the collector's market can have its first chance to come and see us live and buy our stuff and physically have their own physical copy. That's what's important to us. Or they can get it through our website. And then, after a little amount of time, we'll go ahead and release it to iTunes and Spotify and let the whole world buy it, for 97 cents or whatever they charge.
All right.
We want to give the real fans that we have. There's only, about 4 of them or 6 of them, but we want to give them the first crack at that we're putting out, our product.
Right. Perfect. Well, it sounds like you guys have this really good energy. It sounds like you're all on the same page, and you're about the band and about the message too. Kat, you had alluded to earlier that you and Rusty had gone down to Minneapolis, to where the riots were taking place, and in that unrest, did that have an impact on this album at all, or on your sound?
Yeah, absolutely. For me personally, I can only speak for me personally, but it was like a bruise. If you get hit, you don't really see the impact of the bruise till later on, and that's what the experience was for me. I didn't really fully know the impact of what the experience was until about a month after, when all these songs started pouring out, and they would have lyrics like "Fight the power." Every hour, fire rising deep inside of you, dragon killer, fire breather, dark matter, what is the other? Soul leader. I fucked up my own lyrics, but those are they're jumbled. So, you can tell kind of, some of the lyricism, some of the imagery that gets portrayed. It was very intense thing to go through and to witness when it's your own neighborhood that you grew up as a little child. I can understand people that just see it on TV and they don't have a connection like I did. Like I said, this is where I used to grow up as a
right.
little Tychus, 6 years old and 8 years old, what have
Yeah.
you. So it was, and then we wrote things in response to that, like Spread the Love. We're all a bunch of crazy punk rockers and everything, but there is an underground line message of spread the love, man. I mean, I think, if everyone could just give a little bit more of that, then, we can all chill just a little bit and have a good time, and that's what we're about.
Yeah. I think I've watched a number of documentaries and read a number of books about the underground punk scene in the late 80s, early 90s, and the underlying of all these different punk scenes, whether it was in the Bay Area in California or, the Bronx out in the New York, Boston area. It was the underlying of respect. Respect people where they're at, wherever they come from. They're here for community or music at the time, whatever it was. And I think that's what you guys are gravitating to as well. I mean, would you disagree, or?
Well, no, I think that's a great way to put it. Individually, I couldn't find a more dysfunctional group of individuals. And it is true. We're all just so dysfunctional but when we get together, it proves that even a goofball like myself and Rusty, we can do great things, man. And if we can do great things, anyone can do fucking great things, with whether it's music or whatever your thing is. If we can do this shit, anyone can do cool things. They just fucking, find their passion, right?
Right. And it sounds like you guys have that passion, that respectful rock and roll passion, if you will.
Yep. Well, the thing that we're all about is just fun. We have no message, really. Honestly, underneath it all, it's just... it's about as deep as the circus, It's like when you go to the circus, you see the guy getting shot out of the cannon, It's like, what does that mean? Let's sit and ponder that. It means nothing. It's just entertainment. It's fun to watch, right? That's what we are. We're really shallow. Only thing, our messages, have fun. That's all. That's what we do is have fun and keep it light.
All right, excellent. Get people dancing and maybe get people thinking at the same time, right?
Together, that's kind of what we're about,
Perfect.
We have a flyer that we just put out, and it's a patriotic flyer because I think this country has been through a lot crazy shit in the past month and 2 and 3, and we're gonna do our part to sort of bring people together with fucking punk rock. And as silly as it sounds, that's what we can do. That's all we can do, so we're going to do it, man.
Perfect. Shane, Todd, I am so glad you guys have joined the Crow Wings, and thank you so much for being here on this call. This is awesome. How did you two get started in music? Kat, I have talked to you about this for a long time now. Rusty, I heard your story last time. Let's get the rest of the group, shall we?
Go ahead, Tom. I'll go first. I've pretty much been doing music all my life. I grew up listening to my dad sing in an a cappella 50s doo-wop group in the living room, and all of his records, all the stuff he played. And from there, I was like, I think I want to play music somehow, whether it be professional, just for fun. I don't really care. I just wanted to play music, and that's how I got started listening to that stuff and just kind of loving it all the way through and doing what I do.
Yeah, and now you're a punk rocker. That's
I'm a punk rock.
Acapella to punk rock.
Punk rocker band.
Did you catch that single, ladies? Absolutely. This guy right here.
All right, Todd is single, everyone.
And ready to mingle.
And ready to mingle. There you go. I missed that part. Thanks, Kat. Shane, how did you get started?
I somehow was introduced to Def Leppard's Pyromania, and then from there I was using one hockey stick to jam the door so my mom couldn't come in to see what I was doing. And the other one had this wall just full of pictures of all my guitar players or bands, and I was just pretending that was my audience. And from there, I just bought a guitar and just wanted to keep emulating, what people that inspired me.
Very cool. So almost the kind of true DIY sense with you.
For sure. Yeah.
So
I could feel it and see it, but I had to learn it.
what people don't understand at this moment from this video is that Shane is a soloist guitar player.
Okay.
So what that means is he's highly skilled, right? So we're Rusty, me, and Todd. We are basic instrumentalists and we rock and everything, but Shane is like in a different league. That's why he's a soloist. And if what that brings to the table is incredible. It sort of takes the music and goes, whoa, Now we've got this great music, but we've got now this super guitar playing on top of that, which it adds a whole cool dimension.
Yeah.
So we're going to check out the live video, a live stream on Facebook in about an hour from now.
Perfect.
And I invite everyone to come and check that out. And we're going to introduce the new lineup and have some fun.
Awesome. Excellent. So, Shane, you are the hired gun then.
I guess you could call it that, Chris.
Well, he's not a hired gun. He's going to be the guy. He's going to be our George Harrison.
Yeah. I just don't know how many zeros behind that check, but we'll get there.
All right. Sounds good. Rusty, I am so glad you are still with the band. How was it?
I'm so glad you're still alive, Rusty.
I'm so glad you're still here. How was that experience, to take it back a little bit, how was that experience going down to Minneapolis for you? Did that have a really big impact on you and kind of your venture in music?
It burns half his hair off.
Yeah. To me, I think the experience was amazing. It kind of woke up like this. It kind of just like what woke up my insides, and got me excited. Like not really. In a way that showed like when I was talking to people, but when you're writing music, there is like an inner excitement that needed to be portrayed. It's starting to come out, and it's you can check out our song. It's "Burn Baby Burn."
Our video.
It's a video now on YouTube, and "Burn Baby Burn" is. A lot of it is based off of the feeling that the riots kind of stirred up. It's like I wouldn't call it rage as much of a breaking free kind of feeling, and just liberating and breaking down the old stuff and rebuilding the new.
Okay, perfect. And since you guys are in your studio and it looks like you have almost everything, you know what I'm gonna ask, right?
What's that?
If you would play a song for us.
Wow.
I know, I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, okay. Do you have a second while we turn on the amplifier?
Of course.
All right, here we go. We'll do it.
I've got the Crow Wings over Facebook today. They are in their basement studio and they're getting ready to play a song for us. Kat's got his beautiful teal blue guitar. I've got Todd on drums. I got Shane with his slick black guitar. And then I've got Rusty on a very cool looking bass right there that looks fabulous. Oh my gosh. Is that like a Prince-esque guitar?
Kat, what kind of...
It is. Wow.
All right. Wonderful. This is the Crow Wings. They're down in their basement studio, and they're going to give us a sample of what's coming up next on their new Facebook Live show. Take a listen.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn down our microphone because it's going to be very loud.
All right, perfect.
Otherwise, it might be all distorted. Bear with me here.
No, you're fine.
All right, here we go.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent, you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your practice to talk with me in the wider world. Right now, I wish you the best of luck on your Facebook stream tonight. And we will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Yes, wonderful. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.